When I was a student here in the 1990s, I used to be able to get a pint of beer for £1 in the student union bar behind me. But the £1 pint is a thing of the past. Or is it? Come with me as I go on the search for Britain's cheapest pint.
In recent years, the price of beer has skyrocketed. In 2000, an average pint cost £1.90 in the UK, which would be £3.60 in today's money. However, the 2025 average is actually £4.79, or a huge £5.59 if you live in London. Why have beer prices gone up so much? I started my quest to find the UK's cheapest pint by chatting to Phil Cutter, the landlord of Norwich's finest watering hole, the Murderers.
Phil, how long have you run the Murderers?
So I've owned it for 2 years. I've been a manager here since 2002, but I've worked here for 38 years.
So I was at uni from 1995 and I used to be able to get a pound a pint in the student union bar. Those days are long gone now. How much is your cheapest pint?
So our cheapest pint at the moment is £3.75.
Okay, can I have one?
Of course you can.
Thank
of
you.
course you can.
What is it?
It's Prava. So
Okay.
it's a nice Czech lager. It sells really well, really full-bodied.
The price of beer seems to have gone up a lot, particularly since COVID. Is that true, or am I just imagining it?
It sort of is true. I think the thing is, over the years, so my first pay packet was basically about £1.25 an hour. Now a pint of beer back then was 78 pence. So basically you'd get maybe a pint and a half. Minimum wage now is about £12. A pint of average beer is about £5. So it actually works out a little bit cheaper pro rata. I think the problem with the pub industry is that they've always worked on quite small margins.
Yeah.
And over the last few years, everything goes up. So electricity goes up, a lot of pubs' rent goes up. We have Sky Sports, that's gone up nearly 30% in the last couple of years as well. So everything that's fixed has all gone up, and that has to be factored into a price of beer. There's a lot of pubs that are really struggling. For years and years, you never saw pubs close, whereas now pub closures have got to a stage where the actual pub stock of the UK has fallen below 100,000. So there's fewer pubs, they're selling less beer in pubs, it's cheaper to buy it in supermarkets, but all the fixed costs that we have for running a pub has gone up. So I think you're right, the price of beer is going up, and it is difficult to try and not pass that price onto the customers.
Yeah. I'm trying to find the UK's cheapest pint. Where do you think I need to go for that? We're going to find it in Norwich.
Probably not, unfortunately. I'd love to say yes. I think our business rates are quite high here. Yeah. I think some places in London you'd find, in theory, that some places in Westminster their business rates are very, very low.
If business rates are low in London, I might try that first of all. Then, how low do you think I'm going to find the cheapest pint?
I think you'll struggle to find something under £1. I think that you look at a company like Witherspoons, who have got a vast ability to buy, great volume beer, and they've got really good discounts. I think they'll struggle to sell it for under £1 and make a margin off it. Yeah. A lot of the time, we struggle to buy beer that is, even £1 a pint to buy in at. And that's as a decent sized venue that has really good discounts.
There are cheaper pints to be had in Norwich. Just round the corner from the Murderers, at the Wetherspoons' own Bell Hotel, you can find a pint of Bud Light or Worthington's Cream Flow for £1.99. Good, but still a long way from my £1 a pint dream. I left Norwich and headed to the big smoke of London. But despite low business rates, pints were even more expensive. Now, if you are in London and you want to drink beer from the UK's top breweries without it breaking the bank, you're probably going to need our video's sponsor, the London Craft Beer Festival.
I've been going to the London Craft Beer Festival for years. It is the biggest and best beer festival in the UK, and it is unmissable if you love beer. There are over 100 breweries there pouring over 800 different beers, so you probably won't get through them all, but what I love about the festival is that once you're in, all your beer is included. You get a glass when you arrive and you can just wander around trying things till your heart's content, like you're the king or something. It is one of my favourite weekends of the year. There's every style there you can imagine. Lagers, IPAs, pale ales, stouts, cask ales, sours, whatever you're into, you're going to find it at the London Craft Beer Festival. There's amazing food to be had too from some of the UK's best restaurants, and there's non-beer drinks to try too. Ciders, whiskies, cocktails, etc. The festival takes place on the 18th and 19th of July at Magazine London. I'm going to be there, and if you want to join me, you can do so by using this code, Robbie Knox, and getting £10 off of your ticket. So click the link in the description, use code Robbie Knox, and we can have a few pale ales together in the summer. Cheers! Well, I think it's clear that if I'm going to find the country's cheapest pint, I'm going to have to get out of London, and I'm going to need someone to help me who knows value. It's Cheap Holiday Expert. But you're not anymore, you've changed your name.
Literally today.
What are you now?
Is this my hard launch?
Maybe. So you're now just Holiday Expert.
I'm now just Holiday Expert.
The artist formerly known as Cheap Holiday Expert, who knows a lot about value.
Yes.
Let's go.
I'd read research from the pub trade publication The Morning Advertiser that showed the area of the UK with the cheapest average pint price was the northeast of England. So myself and Chelsea got on a train and headed to Darlington.
Darlington is in the northeast. The northeast has the cheapest pints in the country apparently. So let's go and find us some pubs.
Walk right to the top of there, you come to basically a dead end, turn right, and there's another one there called Tanner's.
Tanner's.
That, if you went in there, it would cost you about 86 quid for the pint.
Chelsea, I can see the Tanners. That's the pub that everyone keeps talking about.
Everyone.
Full of characters, they say.
Literally everyone has said cheapest pint and also full of characters.
Excellent, let's do it. This is the one.
Hiya, what are your cheapest pints? I'm guessing this Riddles is the cheapest ale.
I'm looking to get as close to my pound a pint dream as possible.
Yeah.
What's the damage?
For a lager, the cheapest one, a Carlsberg or a Bud Light, £2.43. For an ale, this is the Rudders.
Ruddles.
Ruddles. I've already forgotten the name.
Ruddles, yeah.
£1.79.
Under £2.
It's cheap, innit? It's a good price. But how does it taste?
Perfectly serviceable, that.
That's
Don't mind
lovely.
that at all.
Lovely, cold, cool pint. Cheers.
Cheers. Chelsea, this pub we're in here is a Wetherspoons pub.
It is. Yeah.
I think that's our best bet for cheapness. I would say we've only managed £1.79.
I know.
But what I do know is that Wetherspoons pubs are not the same price throughout the country. Are you aware of this?
Yeah, because I know
Airports.
London one. Oh yeah,
Airports, London ones, but they
Yeah.
vary from one to one. This is cheaper than the Wetherspoons in Norwich. And what Wetherspoons does have is an app. So you can compare the prices in advance of going to a place, and I've spent quite a lot of time searching through different Wetherspoons in the app. Drink up, we're going to Batley. Do you know where Batley is?
No. I hope it's close. How long is the train to Batley?
So I've not been fully honest with you. It's a train and a bus.
I love a bus. Do you know, buses have more USB-C chargers these days.
So Chelsea, I had a dream that one day I might be able to get a pint somewhere close to a pound a pint.
Yeah.
We're now here at the Union Rooms Wetherspoons in Batley, our final destination for this. I'd like you to go to the bar.
Yeah.
I'd like you to get 2 pints of Worthington's Cream Flow.
Worthington's cream.
Here's
No
£2,
way.
and I want change.
No way. No way. No way. No way. Hello. Hiya, can I get 2 pints of Worthington's Cream Flow, please? Yeah. No way. No way.
I think I've got card to do, darling.
Cash if that's all right.
Are you like shocked at how cheap it is?
We are. We've come here for this very
Especially.
reason.
And I've got something for you. 2p change.
How much is that, Chelsea?
£1.98 for 2 pints, 99p each.
We've done it.
We've bloody done it! Cheers!
There we are. Worthington's Cream Flow, 99 pence a pint. It
99p.
turns out that when I was at uni paying £1 a pint, I was getting ripped off.
You were.
I could have been in Batley. I got a much better deal. Cheers, Chelsea.
Cheers, Robbie.
As I sat next to a main road at Wetherspoons in Batley, having spent over £400 on travel to get a pint for 99p, it was clear I make great and sensible decisions. Cheers!